Good morning on a Monday morning in January. Got my percolated cup of coffee. It's 7 o'clock, so it's getting later on in the morning. Good night. I didn't get up till 5 o'clock. Shoot. Slug a bed. Something I think is very, very important that I don't see anybody talking about, but it's an overarching philosophical opinion that I have that I don't think anybody'd really argue with. And that is this, to try to put it succinctly. Everything. All men, all women, all people, all cultures, all ideas, all operating procedures, all machines, everything does not prove its worth by running along in ideal or even normal or average conditions and loads. Everything proves its worth, proves its ability by working and functioning and performing under adverse conditions. Does an autonomous vehicle work? You don't find out in California. It never even rains in California, as the song says. It's a desert. Well, anyway, you take the autonomous vehicle and you wait till February 3rd when the temperature is -7 and there's sleet coming down, and you have it go from Frankfort, Kentucky to Knoxville over the Appalachians on I-75. And you make sure that all of its sensors are covered with a 1/4 inch of mud and salt and ice, and then you find out whether or not autonomous vehicles function or whether they don't. If you want, I know a young man and a young woman. It's so much fun to be around them. They just got married. They're such a pleasure, excuse me. And it's just a lot of fun to be around them, of course. Now, they just got married. That's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to be newly married, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to find out how strong a marriage is, you wait 7, 12 years into it, and then maybe the mother is giving one of the children a bath, and she turns her back for just a second for some reason, steps out of the bathroom, the child grabs the cord to the hair dryer, and it falls in the water, and the child dies. Over the next 18 months, then you find out how strong the marriage is. I used to have a lot of interactions with Shriners Burn Hospital, and they said when a child of a couple is badly burned enough to come to the Shriners, they said they can time it on a stopwatch how quickly that marriage will end. You don't find out in anything how strong, any idea. Do you have a philosophy of how things work? It better work under adverse circumstances. It cannot be delicate so that as soon as you take it into a courtroom, bam, it gets slapped down, and you're saying, oh, I'm a what do you call it, a sovereign citizen. I can shake off the bonds of these civil authorities because I'm a sovereign citizen. The judge will laugh you to scorn, and the bailiff will have you in derision, because your philosophy is not strong enough to work under adverse conditions. All it's important. All things, all people, all ideas, all machines, all operating procedures, they only prove their worth if they work under adverse conditions.